feel like it's back in the same spot. Man. Chat room. The Seattle Mariners certainly played baseball today. They certainly played a game. Okay, all right, hold on. They certainly played a game of baseball today versus the Minnesota Twins. They end up splitting the series. A split was the worst case after winning the first two. Yeah, I mean worst case scenario, I guess, in that situation would be losing the next two. Yeah. I don't have an answer as to why the Mariners offense just was non-existent today. Yesterday's was understandable versus Joe Ryan, versus Joan Duran, Griffin Jax, and Louis Varland. Like, those are a couple of very, very good pitchers. But today, Simeon Woods Richardson has been pretty bad. And the Mariners were not able to take advantage of that. They literally had nothing going against him. They were able to put the ball in the gap a couple of times. Randy had a couple of good swings off of Woods Richardson. But yeah, overall the offense in this one was just non-existent. I have not heard anything on Garver. I'm sure we won't hear anything until Dan's press conference, which is probably coming up here pretty soon. I worry that he could have broken his jaw, if that makes, because where it hit him, because they were pointing up here, like where it hurt, but it hit him here. But if his face is in the mask and it hit him there, it could jab it or jar his jaw sideways. In which case, he could have hurt something in there. So, yeah, overall, I mean, I would have loved a series win. You would always love a series win. But just, yeah, today just wasn't in the cards for this offense. Looks like Hancock is starting to look like a number 6 starter. I mean, he only gave up 2 runs today. Hancock wasn't the problem. It was Zach Pop that was the problem. Zach Pop gave up 8. Hancock only gave up 2. So, it is what it is. Zach Pop will probably be designated for assignment after today's game, I would assume. And I don't think, because normally you would think it would be Jackson Kowar, but I don't think it's been long enough since they've sent him down to be able to call him back up. So I would assume it would be like a Troy Taylor that would come up in that situation until Kowar can officially come back up. If I had to guess, that's what I think will happen. So, is it possible, you guys are asking, if Harry Ford comes up if Garver's injured? I think it's certainly possible. I don't know how you can have an excuse not to call up Harry Ford if one of your catchers gets injured. Either one. You don't have an excuse. You have to call up Harry Ford if one of your catchers gets hurt. And I think Garver will be fine, but if he does have to go on the injured list, then I would say, yeah, it's going to be Harry Ford. So that's what they should do. They should call up Harry Ford. Daniel Bard just got removed from the Rainiers game. So they're going to call up Daniel Bard, huh? They're going to call up Daniel Bard in place of Zach Pop. Man. Okay. Sure. Whatever. I mean, in an ideal world, he won't have to pitch at all, right? That's not going to get any easier for the Mariners tomorrow because they are facing Nathan Eovaldi coming off the injured list. And he has been downright nasty this year. So I think that the Mariners are going to have a lot of trouble offensively tomorrow at 5:05 our time versus Nathan Eovaldi. But the Mariners will have Logan Gilbert on the mound. So, that's your best chance right there. Although you could argue that Wu has been better than Gilbert this year, but nonetheless, I don't know. I'm irritated that Dan left Pop out there so long. Ridiculous, really. Yeah, I mean, at some point, after leaving him out for as long as they did, at some point he just had to eat it. He just had to go out there and throw as many pitches as he could, and and just eat it. It is what it is, He just had to do it. What happened to Zach Pop? He sucked. He gave up 8 runs. Appreciate the 4 months, Nunya. What's going on? There's a hummingbird outside my window. Bleh. Autumn says, this one sucked. It was so over once Pop came in, and dang, just got so much worse. Yeah, I mean, going to Zach Pop there is certainly a choice. Going to Zach Pop in a situation where the rest of your bullpen should be relatively good to go is certainly a choice. Definitely on Dan there. When did we get Pop? I don't even remember us getting him. It was chat, like 10-ish days ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. He the Mariners signed him to a deal. They optioned Jackson Kowar down. And instead of, they optioned Jackson Kowar down because he had the options available, and they put Zach Pop on this roster. They wanted to give it a shot, and yeah, it did not work out. Pop plopped. That was good. I like it. Zach Pop, more like Zach Poop. Am I right? Damn, guys. Damn, you guys are out for blood today. Zach Poop. My goodness. Why do they keep Pop over Kowar to begin with? He's never been successful in the bigs. Man, Kyle, I wish I had a good answer. I mean, they must have seen something with his repertoire that they liked, and yeah, they gave it a go. But I mean, he had to. I think they had, because they signed him to a major league deal. He had to be on the roster. You know what I mean? So, no way in hell you'd ever take Pop over Saucedo or Kowar. Negative 1.4 B-WAR last year. Pop's just awful. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this was just the Mariners trying to play 4D chess. And to be fair, hold on. Let me look something up here. To be fair, this isn't the first game that he's pitched for the Mariners. It's not. And so, like, he hasn't, and we haven't had anything to complain about prior to today. You know what I mean? So if I go to Zach Pop's page here, his last couple of game logs. I mean, on 6/23, he pitched 2 innings versus the Twins, no earned runs. On 6/21, he pitched an inning versus the Cubs, gave up an earned run there. I think that was the day where things were pretty friggin' wild. I mean, until this outing. So he's had 3 good outings. He's had 3 good outings for the Mariners, and then this one. But yeah, that's all that matters. Is this one. Y'all got to give Bizzardo some love. We were hating him this time last year. Look at him now. Yeah, I mean, Bizzardo has been fantastic for this team. Bizzardo has been very, very good. Pop doesn't go out there if the offense does something. That is true. I do agree with that. If the offense had done anything, then I don't think that Pop would be out there. Goober, all game. Appreciate the 14 months, Nelson. What's going on, man? Appreciate you. But at the same time, when you're only down by 2, why would you go to Zach Pop in that situation? Who pitched yesterday? Who was it that pitched yesterday? Gosh, nothing will load. Mariners lost 2-0 yesterday in that game. So Bizzardo and Thornton. And Thornton even pitched in this game. So, like, Bizzardo's the only guy that I think should have been down today. Down. You have the rest of the bullpen available other than Zach Pop. I'm not sure. I don't know, like, when you're down by 2, I know it's the 5th inning and you don't want to have to try to cover, what if you go to extras and you're out of guys at the back end of the pen. I understand. I would have rather, Thornton pitched today. I would have rather they have gone to Thornton in that situation. Viewer counts way down. Weird start time. Mariners lost. It was a shitty game. Nobody's gonna come. Nobody wants to watch anything more about the Mariners. You know what I mean? It's always down after a loss, especially a pretty bad one like that. Jake saying Ford has been scratched from today's game. Whoa. Huh. Interesting. Let me go scour the interwebs here. Let's see. Harry Ford has been scratched from Tacoma's lineup. This is Adam Jude. Yeah. So either he's coming up or Harry Ford's getting traded. Hey, Rapsic, yeah, it's Harry Ford time, man. Here we go. It's time. Yeah, Jude says that he's been pulled out of the lineup. Mariners Minor said he's been pulled out of the lineup. Well, I guess I have some work to do, chat. I guess I got a little bit to go record. So the delay sucked. Yeah, the delay was rough. That was a rough situation for the Mariners to be put in. So yeah, it's Harry Ford time, chat. Harry Ford and Daniel Bard, welcome to Texas. And I think it works out because where are the Rainiers playing the AAA affiliate down there? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean they're gonna be. It's gonna be interesting. You know what I mean? To see what's gonna happen with Harry Ford then. If he's getting called up, I would assume that the Mariners, when they call him up, they're going to start him. You know what I mean? People were saying, and I was reading an article today that I was actually going to make a video about tomorrow. People were saying, I Bleav it was Daniel Kramer, saying that, if the Mariners call him up, they want to play him, which is obvious, right? Duh. So I'll be interested to see what that means over the next few weeks or however long, while Mitch Garver is out. So I no official word on Garver yet, but if they pulled Harry Ford out of the Rainiers lineup, I would assume it's something relatively significant. I mean, it could just be precautionary and they're just waiting to see. So they said, hey, maybe pull Ford because that's the move we're gonna make if Garver's hurt, and if he's not, then whatever, no harm, no foul. But it might be Harry Ford time, guys. Finally, Harry Ford time. Dorian's gonna lose his mind. Oh no, where's Dorian? Dorian's been saying to not call up Harry Ford. Dorian's gonna be so mad. Zachary Soda is not good. Harold Chevrolet is good. Hell yeah. There's Chevy Silverado, built with real tornadoes. Or they're using this as an excuse to phantom Garver. Yeah, I think it's interesting because if they call up, give me Ford and Locklear, it's time for youth. Appreciate it, Minnie Galen. Let's go with the 25 months. Love that. Live, laugh, love. Appreciate that, Minnie Galen. Appreciate that. If they call up Harry Ford and he's bad, then his trade value diminishes. Although I wouldn't say it diminishes by that much. He's still a top 100 prospect. But his trade value nonetheless does diminish if he comes up and he plays poorly. I think that it wouldn't go down that much simply because a lot of guys struggle when they first get pulled up to the big league. So whatever. But I can understand why the Mariners would be hesitant. I mean, I think in the in the article that Kramer wrote, he said post deadline clarity, which obviously is in a reference to something else. Post deadline clarity with this team, like to call up Harry Ford once they know he's still on the team. Yeah, they should just call up Class A. It's true. Let's call up Class A, chat. Pick up Darren Scott McCacken from St. Paul. I'm in. Put him in the bullpen. I'm in. He wouldn't have given up 8 runs. Just saying. Zach Pop did. Darren Scott McCacken would not have. So. But yeah, nothing, I don't think anyway, about no word on the severity of the injury to Garver. Will know more after imaging. That was 26 seconds ago. from Shannon Drayer. So, post hoc Tua clarity, yo. Well, Chet, I guess I'm gonna go record something for tomorrow. No point in continuing, this stream. There's really nothing going on. I think I'm gonna record maybe something to release here in a few minutes about Harry Ford, and and then I'll probably record something for tomorrow to put out because I'm actually house sitting this weekend, so I'm not gonna be around to make any videos or streams. Keep that in mind. No streams over the next couple of days because Joe's in North Carolina right now, and I will be house sitting, so I won't be able to do anything. So, anyways, I appreciate you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys after a pretty bad Mariners loss. Sounds like it's Harry Ford time and Daniel Bard. Let's get it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Smooches. Bye.